everyone please stand up for a prayer? Miss Sophia, lead a prayer. Amen. Good morning, class. You may take your seats. Now let's check your attendance. As I call your names, raise your right hand and say present. Sophia Leonora, Jake Farah, Shania Dwayne. Okay, very good. You have a perfect attendance today. Class, what was our lesson last meeting? Okay, thank you Miss Jean for your answer. What have you learned about adverb? Okay, very good answer. This means that you understand our last lesson. I have heard two pictures. You are going to identify the image of each picture. Have you understood? What have you noticed with the picture I have shown to you? Very good. The shawl and the mother. What do you think will be our topic today? Yes? Okay, very good idea. Our topic is all about the story entitled A Shawl for Anita by Lolita M. Andrada. And now I will read this story. Are you ready?
A Shawl for Anita by Lolita M. Andrada. My mother brought us up single-handedly. It was a Herculean task for a woman so frail dealing with 3 adolescent children. But she managed. She never finished high school, but her deft hands had skillfully eked out a living for the 4 of us. She was good at knitting. That tided us over until the eldest got a diploma of teaching. Then she put up a sari-sari store to send the other children to college. Mother wanted us to start a college degree, and she had sacrificed much to see us through. Mother had a soft heart, especially for Anita. Anita was the youngest, and I, being the middle child, had always envied her. She was sickly, and Mother willingly indulged her. My sister's whimpers never irked her. She was ever so gentle with her. When I, impatient and jealous, I never understood my mother. My mother, who had always been a frail woman, was much thinner now. Anita, who was married by now, had never stopped being pampered. Her lack of concern for our mother's failing health was getting on my nerves. I felt like shouting at her, calling her names when I heard her ask Mother to knit a shawl for her. Mother could hardly refuse, but I knew that the task was just too much for her. Her fingers had lost their flexibility. Rheumatic pain told on her knuckles that felt a million pins pricking. My heart went out to her every time I saw her painfully knitting needles into the yarn. The rest of us did not want to see Mother lift a finger. She was too old to work, and we wanted to save her the burden of doing even the lightest household chores. Mother said she felt useless being cooped up in the house all day, doing nothing. That was before Anita sweet-talked her into knitting her shawl. I was beginning to hate Anita for being so callous. Knitting the shawl might have been an agony for Mother, but she never showed any pain. At the end of the day, she would look at her handiwork, a smile on her lips as she held it against her. Knitting proved to be a slow process, but Mother didn't mind. I did, and when Anita showed up one day to visit Mother, I scolded her for being so thoughtless. Anita touched my arm and in a gentle voice said, "I did it for Mother. That shawl is giving her reason to live. She was wasting away. Didn't you notice? She felt so useless because she had nothing to do, no matter how small. Mother is one person who prefers to live her life working. If she stops working, she will stop living. I nodded my head. Perhaps Anita was right. I was beginning to understand my mother.
And now, I will group you into four, and each group should read each paragraph correctly and with emotion. The group that can follow this will receive a star that equivalent to 5 points. Are you all excited? And now let's hear the presentation of Group 1. Very good, Group 1. Let's give a 5 claps of Group 1. Okay, thank you, Group 1. And now let's proceed to Group 2. Very good, Group 2. Now let's give a mosquito clap of Group 2. Group 3, are you ready? I can't hear you. Are you ready, Group 3? Okay. And now let's give a nice clap of Group 3. N-I-C-E, N-I-C-E, nice, 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 nice. And last but not the least, let's hear the Group 4. Amazing! Let's give a wow clap of Group 4. Wow, 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 wow. Okay, thank you for your cooperation. And the winner is Group 3. And now let's have the discussion about the story. So, who narrates this story? Yes? Very good. The narrator of the story is the middle child. Next, who are the characters in the story? Yes, how about you? Very good. The character in the story are the mother, Anita, and the middle child. Among the characters, who is frail but never stopped working? How about you, Miss Jane? Thank you for your answer. The frail is the mother. Very good. Next, what actions did the mother does? Yes? Very good. She is always knitting the shawl. Who is the child that the mother take her the most? Another? Yes? The child that mother take her the most is Anita. Another. In what way did the mother stay the same? Yes, Jake. Okay. The mother stayed the same with love towards her children. Why does Anita keep in requesting something from the mother despite of her mother's condition? How about you, Sarah? Yes. Because if her mother stops working, she will also stop living. Very good idea. How did the events contribute to the development of the narrator? Yes, Sophia. Very good. It contributes by how the author she esteemed Anita in their young age as mentioned at the beginning of the story. Lolita falls in views on Anita because of how she is highly favored by their mother. Okay. What specific change happened to the author? Anyone else? Okay, very good. The specific change is the seem to realize that their mother would love to did something while staying at home. What kind of character is the narrator? Yes? Very good. A loving mother to her children. So, this means that you listen our topic about the story of the shawl and mother. This means that you understand about the story of a shawl for Anita. So, what is the story all about? Anyone? Yes, very good. The story was all about a mother that always knitting a shawl for her daughter. What lesson can you get from the story? How about you, Jane? Yes, very good. That we should love our mother for the reason that they deserve it and the sacrifice that they made just to let us live in this world. Very good answer. Okay. So this time, we will have another group activity. I will group you into four. What you are going to do is to list down the events that happened in the story. Make sure that the sequence of events is properly arranged. Are you ready? I will give you 5 minutes to prepare your presentation. And now let's check your answer. So let's start the group 1. Mother had put up a sari store to send her children to college. Very good. Anita asked her mother to knit a shawl for her. Okay, thank you, group 1. Next, group 2. I hate Anita for being so callous. Very good answer. Next, let's check the answer of group 3. Anita visited her mother and was scolded for being topless. Very good answer. Next, let's check the group 5. I was told that it was mother who wanted to do the knitting. Rather. So again, what was this story all about? Everyone? Okay, very good. The story was all about a mother that always knitting a shawl for her daughter. Okay. What lesson could you get from the story? Anyone else? Yes, very good. We should love our mother for the reason that they deserve it and the sacrifice that they made just to let us live in this world. Now let's have a quiz. Write D if it is true and F it is false. I will give you 10 minutes to answer. So for your assignment, in a 1/2 sheet of paper, write a reflection about the story of a shawl for Anita and relate it to real life situations. Class, if you have any clarifications, you can ask me anytime. By the way, study in advance, page 57 to our next discussions. That's all for today, class. Thank you and God bless.
Thank you for watching. Catch you in the next one. Don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and ring the bell.